It wasn't about the fame anymore. Not the cameras, not the projects, not even the fans who screamed their names together like a single word Davidan Barbie. Somewhere along the way the lines blurred. Between acting and real emotion. Between friendship and something far more fragile. And maybe that was the most dangerous part of it all. Because when you're used to pretending, it's hard to tell when it becomes real. David Licauco never set out to complicate things. He had always admired Barbie Forteza, not just for her talent, but for her quiet strength, the way she carried herself with grace even when the spotlight burned too brightly. He never said it, but he noticed the little things. How she always checked on the crew before herself. How she laughed with her whole heart when she thought no one was watching. How she never pretended to be anyone but who she was. That kind of authenticity was rare. And David had fallen for it. Slowly, deeply, and without warning. But lately something had shifted. Barbie was still her warm, grounded kind, but there was distance in her smile now. Not coldness, just caution. She had been spending more time with someone else. A co-star from a new series, someone charming. Someone who made headlines just by being seen with her. They looked good together. Too good. And people noticed. The stories started to write themselves. Photos. Fan theories. Cryptic posts. Suddenly, Barbie was being painted as the girl caught between two men. One familiar, one new. But no one really asked her what she felt. No one paused to consider that maybe, just maybe, this wasn't a triangle. Maybe it was just one heart trying to stay whole in the middle of too much noise. David said nothing. Not out of indifference but respect. He didn't chase cameras. He didn't post quotes or subliminal messages. He just kept showing up. For her. Even when she seemed distracted. Even when her attention wandered. He knew love wasn't about possession. It was about presence. And he had always been there. Barbie, for all her silence, wasn't unaware. She saw the way David looked at her when he thought she wasn't looking. She felt the steadiness in him, the safety. And maybe that scared her more than anything, because sometimes the deepest feelings are the ones you don't know how to explain. And when the world is watching, when every move becomes a headline, it's easier to run toward what's easy instead of what's true. But truth has a way of waiting, of staying still, even when everything else rushes past. And David, he was still there. Quiet, constant, unshaken. Maybe that's what real love looks like. Not the fireworks, not the gossip, not even the grand romantic gestures. Just someone who stays, even when it's complicated, especially when it is.